Woo. Good morning and welcome. Thank you all so much for joining us today. I'm Jay Perry, President and CEO of your Arizona Super Bowl Host Committee. It's an honor, thank you. It's really an honor to be here with so many amazing teammates that contributed to the record-breaking success of Super Bowl 57. What I will tell you is planning and executing a successful Super Bowl with our NFL colleagues took unprecedented collaboration across Arizona. That teamwork was led by our speakers today. David Rousseau, leading our dedicated board of directors and our incredibly talented staff. Michael Bidwell, give it up for the staff. Michael Bidwell, the Bidwell family and the entire Cardinals organization. Governor Katie Hobbs, along with tribal leadership, city leadership, and state leadership, including Lisa Urias is with us, and Sandra Watson, and you'll hear from all of them. And we want to acknowledge really all of you, our partners, our locally owned businesses, our community organizations, the tourism and hospitality industry, the fans, the media, and what I will tell you is our wonderful residents and volunteers who welcomed over 100,000 visitors from around the globe. Our collective efforts benefited us and paid huge dividends for Arizona, for our tourism economy, for economic development and business attraction efforts, and ultimately leaving a positive and enduring legacy in our communities around the region and around the state. The economic impact study has been completed by a team at the William Seidman Institute at the W.P. Carey School at Arizona State University, and led by Dr. Ant Evans, with an assist by Michael Mokwa, who I have to give a shout out to because Dr. Mokwa has been involved in all 4 Super Bowls we've hosted here in Arizona. They worked diligently to collect and analyze the data, including the spending information collected from visitors over Super Bowl weekend. And we are so excited to share their findings with you today. It's my privilege to invite David Rousseau to the stage. He's a 4th-generation Arizonan. As president of Salt River Project and chair of the host committee board, he's invested a ton of his time and energy and resources in growing Arizona. And he sees the power of hosting major events like Super Bowl as a way to accelerate the growth of our state and also our reputation on the global stage. Please welcome David.
It seemed like she focused the applause more on the excellent staff than my particular participation, but that's something I'll have to get over. We basically, when you're involved with a Super Bowl, just speaking from my own perspective, it's a two-pronged goal, and I think it's going to be on display today how those 2 goals play out and are served. One is the immediate impact that it has, and I think Michael referred to it as the tsunami that happens right around that week. And then the other is the lasting impression or lasting impact that it has. And I think you're going to hear evidence of both of those, certainly. As to why we're here and the number and compliments of the William P. Carey School's economic evaluation, the impact that we had for that tsunami week of the Super Bowl is $1.3 billion, and that's a... Thank you. That's a 40% uptake from our 2015 number, and so again, there's something to this, and obviously it's become more and more competitive, but it's a reason why we hosted our 4th Super Bowl. There's nobody that deserves more attention or more credit for the fact that this community has hosted 4 Super Bowls than the Bidwell family, the Cardinals organization, and Michael in terms of his visibility and actions within our community and our economy to make it all better. So with that, I'd like to welcome Michael Bidwell up and have him take it from here.
Thank you, David. And as many of you may not know, this was David's second time chairing the Super Bowl host committee. It is an unpaid position. He has given tirelessly. And Michelle, I'd like you to thank you in particular for giving up some of your time with David. So thank you so much for all you and Salt River Project do for our community and for our state. You really do make a difference, and it's truly appreciated. Super Bowl 57 was the most successful Super Bowl in the history of Super Bowls. For Arizona, what it meant was record crowds, a record audience, nearly 2/3 of the United States population tuned in, over 200 million people, 60% of the country tuned in to watch part of Super Bowl 57. Our state was not literally on the national stage, but we were on the international stage because this game was broadcast to countries all around the world in over 25 different languages. It was an enormous success. We should all celebrate. It was truly a team effort. And it's always great because these lands started out as the lands of the indigenous people, and it's so important and so important for us to recognize our indigenous people, the tribes and the communities, the Indian communities of Arizona. So thank you. This has been amazing that we can partner with you, our elected officials, our government leaders, our business leaders, our tourism leaders, but the weather, the stadium, Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, our tourism industry here does such a good job to make us the perfect destination for these types of events. As David said, we're celebrating today's economic impact, but because of the CEO program that others are going to talk about, we've really created a river of economic benefits that are going to continue to flow for Arizona. It's a river because we continue to see this. And in Super Bowl 49, we did a business CEO program, and we had more than 50 CEOs there of companies that were looking to potentially land their company in Arizona. They were looking at us, Texas, other states as well. And one of those companies was a technology company that was going to make an electric vehicle. And it was all kind of, we'll see. Today, I drove my Lucid Motors car to this press conference. It was made here in Arizona in Casa Grande by Arizonans, high-paying jobs, and their customers here, because you see them driving all over town now. But I don't know that any of us in this room would have thought we'd have that kind of manufacturing, high-tech vehicle manufacturing in our state, but we do now. And it's because of programs like this. Again, we've created this really unique program that creates a river of economic benefits, and that's a little bit of our secret sauce. More importantly about what we've done here in Arizona is it's through our real commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Through the Business Connect program, we created opportunities for small, locally owned, independent businesses that are owned by minorities and by women that created $11.5 million of business opportunities, 246 contracts, and we set a new record among Super Bowls. So we ought to be very proud of that. So many people had an opportunity. Some of those people, that they took advantage of their opportunity, did such a great job. They've got contracts for the Super Bowl in Las Vegas this upcoming year. So it's exciting to see that these businesses are going to grow right here in Arizona, but doing their business outside of the state as well. Team Arizona continues to do a great job. I look forward to, playing my role in this team. But we're going to celebrate today. But we'll be hard at work getting ready for the Final Four, as well as other events that we're going to be going after, including future Super Bowls down the road. Who's going to lead us in that effort? It's going to be our 24th governor of the state of Arizona. It's my great honor to introduce Governor Katie Hobbs to speak next. Thank you, Governor.
Thank you, Michael. Hello, everyone, and thank you for being here today. With the NFL season underway and people already talking about the next Super Bowl, it is a great time to look back at what a success Super Bowl 57 was, and you've already heard some of those numbers. This was the 4th time the Grand Canyon State has hosted a Super Bowl, and we certainly took the opportunity to show off to the world all that Arizona has to offer. From world-renowned restaurants to 5-star resorts to breathtaking views, there is truly something for everyone. Visitors here see a state full of promise and opportunity, a vibrant, diverse state that's a catalyst for innovation and progress, and Super Bowl 57 was no exception. Tens of thousands of people made memories that will last them a lifetime right here in Arizona. But the impact of their time here goes far beyond just memories. With every sight they saw, meal they ate, or jersey they bought, they vitalized our economy and our people. As David said, Super Bowl 57 generated nearly $730 million to the state GDP, and it also contributed nearly $500 million worth of income for Arizonans and created thousands of jobs. This is real income for Arizonans who, because of Super Bowl 57, had an opportunity to earn a living and support their family. Time and time again, Arizona continues to show why we are the best place to host major sporting events. There's nowhere else in the country where you can cheer on your favorite sports team one day and see one of the world's 7 natural wonders the next. The success of Super Bowl 57 speaks volumes to our ability to collaborate. Between our state agencies, our industry-leading companies, and our tribal communities, we showed the world that Arizona knows how to come together for a good time. Thank you to the entire Super Bowl host committee, to Jay Perry, David Russo, Michael Bidwell, and Director Urias for your outstanding leadership and efforts to showcase the best of our state. I know I'm not alone in saying that Arizona is ready and willing to host many more Super Bowls to come. For now, we're excited for the next big sports event coming to Arizona, the NCAA Men's Final Four in April, which I'm confident will be another major success for our state. And now I would like to kick it over to Director Lisa Urias, who leads the Arizona Office of Tourism and has been an outstanding partner in this work.
Good afternoon, everyone. Bienvenidos. Gracias por la oportunidad. Thank you for the opportunity to talk with you today. It is incredible to see the kind of economic impact that the Super Bowl has, and tourism, of course, is one of the main drivers for this robust economic impact that major events like the Super Bowl offer to all of us. I also wanted to point out, Michael mentioned the incredible work of our minority business enterprises. Our beautiful logo was done by La Morena, who is also from Indigenous and Latino heritage. So that was really a wonderful piece of that and really put her on the map and gave her lots of energy. So attending the Super Bowl and related events such as this Super Bowl experience are a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many who come to Arizona. Hosting Super Bowl 57 here in Arizona delivered a surge in tourism dollars benefiting our hotels, restaurants, businesses, the Valley, and statewide. Nearly 103 out-of-state visitors made their way to Arizona the week of the game, and of those visitors, more than 42,000 came here for the festivities and to explore Arizona without even entering State Farm Stadium. In total, Super Bowl 57 visitors accounted for more than $221 million in direct spending. Plus, hotels across the Valley saw $91 million in revenue and 90% occupancy during the Super Bowl. And that's a 184% increase in revenue from the same period in 2022. Our entire hospitality and tourism industry did an amazing job at hosting our Super Bowl visitors, and most importantly, showing them why they should come back and visit again. It was an honor to host the game. We look forward to our next opportunity to host another Super Bowl and other major events with Jay and the teams here. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce our President and CEO of the Arizona Commerce Authority, Sandra Watson.
Thank you so much, Lisa, and hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here to share with you the truly important impact that the Super Bowl has had and continues to have on Arizona. Before I start, I'd like to thank Jay Perry and her incredible team for their leadership and impressive work in leading up to, during, and following Super Bowl 57. Thank you. They did an amazing job, as obviously you've heard here today. Hosting the Super Bowl in Arizona provides a tremendous opportunity to showcase Arizona on the global stage. In the days leading up to the Super Bowl Sunday, tens of thousands of people visited Arizona. While here, those same people stayed in our hotels, ate in our restaurants, and shopped in our stores. As you can imagine, the immediate economic impact from an event of this magnitude is spectacular. And Arizona businesses, large and small, reap the benefit. And I was excited to hear that Michael talked about the Business Connection Program, such an important program for Super Bowl and the opportunity for small and large businesses to engage with the host committee and benefit. Events like this also offer an unparalleled platform for the ACA to market Arizona and attract industry leaders to do business in our state. Through the CEO forums that Michael mentioned, we bring together decision makers to educate them on Arizona's value proposition as they consider competitive projects and opportunities that they are considering across the nation. We offer these visiting CEOs exclusive meetings with state leaders from government, industry, academia, and including one-on-one meetings with our governor. In these meetings, the CEOs receive targeted programming on Arizona's attractiveness for business. These strategic direct marketing forums have a huge impact, and the results that Michael shared for 2015 and the results we have seen so far for this past Super Bowl are really a demonstration of the success that we're seeing. Since 2018, we have hosted 5 CEO forums, leading to more than 20 business expansions that will create nearly 15,000 new jobs and invest in over $3 billion of capital investment right here in our state and in our communities. And given the outpouring of support following the Super Bowl 57 CEO Forum, we expect those numbers to increase significantly. In short, these forums competitively position Arizona and our state as the best state in the country to do business, leading to more jobs, more investment, and more economic opportunities that benefit all Arizonans. In closing, I'd like to again thank Jay and her team and the Super Bowl host committee. We look forward to working alongside you while we ramp up for the NCAA Men's Final Four. I also want to express my sincere thanks to Michael, David, and Lisa for your continued leadership and dedication to our state. And finally, I'd like to recognize Governor Hobbs, who has been an excellent advocate for Arizona, and we are so fortunate to have her leading our state. With that, I'll turn it back over to Jay. Thank you.
We're getting there. Let's see. Well, I do want to thank our speakers for being with us today. We had an exciting announcement, and it was just great to have all of you with us. So thank you, David, Michael, Governor Hobbs, Lisa, and Sandra. We appreciate your support today and always. And we really want to go back and thank all of you. Many of you aren't here today, but those of you that were able to be with us, thank you for the role you played in the success of Super Bowl 57. As the governor said, it was a complete collaboration and team effort across the state, and we are marking this one as a victory for Arizona. This was a major win for us. So we're going to leave with a quote from Vince Lombardi. We think that's fitting. We have the Super Bowl trophy here on your left, which is the Lombardi Trophy. Lombardi is considered one of the most amazing coaches and leaders in American football history. And one of my favorite quotes from him is, "People who work together will win." So we are saying this is a win for Arizona. And we're going to take a few quick pictures, and then we're going to have some media availability with our speakers. And so that's a wrap. Thank you all for being here.